I'm going to speak a little bit about familial rank, but I want to speak about that in regards to support as well. Just because a person has a particular position in your family doesn't give them exclusive rights to your grind. It doesn't give them exclusive rights to your dreams, your goals. It doesn't give them exclusive rights to comment or have a say so, or try to be a part just because they have a certain rank. No. No. I think the biggest mistake a lot of people make, and you could talk to a lot of celebrities about this who've been down this road, is that they turn around and they get family members involved in their business, and all of a sudden things start to go awry. Now, I gave a previous audio about the jealous brother, about the man who had the nightclub and opened up the second nightclub and wanted to get his brother involved because that was his brother, and his brother let everything go to shit. This happens every single day, people. We need to redefine what family really is. And just because that person might be a mom, dad, brother, sister, whatever the case may be, you've been around with them long enough to know how they move. You know how they deal with finances or don't deal with finances. You know how they communicate or don't communicate. If you see that, let's say you have a cousin that's in big business, yes, and has big business connection, but he's crooked about it, why would you turn around and let him handle your business? Do you think he's all of a sudden going to be honest just because you're family? No. If anything, he's going to be more crooked because he's going to use his rank to take advantage of you. He's a dirty dealer. Why take that chance? Look, the truth is there's too many people out here who need jobs and are willing to do a good job for you. So if you need someone to be an accountant, or if you need someone to be a lawyer, or whatever the case, hire one. But the thing is, some of these people, they'll see what's going on with you. Number one, they didn't put in on your grind to get there. They weren't with you along the journey. So that's mistake number one. That's a giveaway. And number two, they haven't even taken the time to even learn what you're doing. But they want to be a part of the process. They want to be part of the product. I told you, if you weren't part of the process, you cannot partake of the product. You guys are going to have to think about that when you're working on these goals. You're going to have to think about that. Because I can almost guarantee you, once you achieve your goal, these people are going to come out the woodwork. So you got to do your homework and you got to think about it. If Cousin Clyde hasn't kept a job and won't keep any money in his pocket and is always broke, Cousin Clyde wants to be part of your entourage and help handle the money, why would you do it? Because he's Cousin Clyde? No, you're going to lose your money the same way Cousin Clyde can't hold on to money. You've got that niece that just likes men. She'll take a man in a New York minute because her self-esteem's so low. See that you've got a steady man that's on your wavelength and everything, and then all of a sudden she wants to be a part of your group, providing babysitting services or whatever it is on the side, be your virtual assistant. Knowing the way she is with men, all of a sudden she's trying to take your man. Blame yourself. These are different scenarios. I hear stories similar to this every single day. Don't let familiar rank interfere with your business. You got family on one end and you got business on the other. Now, if you have some family members that are good, let's say you have that one little niece or nephew that's in graduate school. They're probably studying accounting. They've been an upstanding person. They've been respectful of you. You've grown pretty close. You know, they're not perfect, but that's okay. They got their grind going on. They may not have money every now and then, but they've kept up with you. They've been encouraging. They've just, they just been there the whole time providing you support regardless of the outcome. Those are the people you give a chance to. Those are the people. The people who are with you along your climb. And you know what? You notice that most of the people who support you, they don't care whether or not they're in the spotlight once you get there. They care about you. They don't care if their name is mentioned in the credits. They don't care if they're in every picture that you put on Instagram that you take of yourself. They don't care if you don't mention their name when you do your job, because that's not what they're about. 9 times out of 10, these people have things of their own going on, and that they're important in, so they really don't need your shine because they've got their own shine going on. But if you got people that want to latch on to you after the fact, you haven't heard hot or hair from them. Or if you do, it's a whole bunch of empty promises. We're going to get together. 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 What they're doing is they're sitting up there giving you promises for something they plan not to deliver on. And what they're doing is they're biding their time with you until you get whatever you need to get. All of a sudden, they're ready to deliver. So you got those type of people too. They were there along the ride, so to speak. But all they did was speak. They didn't check out your product. They didn't try to encourage people to support your product. They didn't try to encourage your service. They didn't ask you if you needed anything to keep your grind going. But they kept making promises about, oh, yeah, we're going to get together and we're going to spend some time together and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And they'll never, ever come through the whole time you were working on your process. But the minute you get there, all of a sudden they want to show up. You got to watch out for them, too. You got to watch out for them, too. So I'm just trying to keep you hip as to what's going on. And a lot of those people are family members. They've been watching you on the low, but didn't say anything, didn't offer any support or anything. So you got to be careful about them. Because you're figuring because they've been communicating with you the whole time, you'll go ahead and give them a chance once you get it. But see, you don't understand. They were just buttering you up. Because if they couldn't come through with you all that time when you were struggling, all of a sudden they come strong as soon as you get the prize, you got to watch for that. Because they were trying to smooth you over. They were trying to get in your good graces. Their intentions were ill. So you got to be careful with them too. They might be on board with everything that you say. But see, they'll only do so much. They'll give you the attention and give you accolades and everything else. But as far as like getting their hands dirty, they won't do it. But the minute you get it, not only will they turn around and try to get a part of it, if you turn around and don't want to give them anything, then they'll get upset and pull rank and say, well, I supported you, da, 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 da. And I'm not talking about real support. I'm just talking about this surface stuff. You know, the person who calls every now and then and says, oh, we need to get together for lunch. We need to do this. We need to do that. And they never keep up on their promises to meet up with you. I'm talking about people that sit there and just talk and talk and talk a good game, but they never really get in with you. They just talk about getting in with you. And the only time they want to manifest that is once you get what you want. See, they're waiting it out. They're waiting to see what's going to go on with you. I mean, what's the holdup of having a cup of coffee? What's the holdup of going for drinks? Out of all that time, you could have been grinding on something for a couple of years. But they every time they talk to you, oh, yeah. And you notice these particular type of people, they don't contact you very often. It may be once or twice a month, if that. That's because they want to check in on you. But if they really care, the ones that really support you, they're not going to wait 2 weeks to talk to you. They're not going to wait 2-3 weeks to talk to you. The ones who really support you are going to want to know what's going on with you all the time. They're going to ask questions. They're going to discuss the material or the product with you. They're going to be involved. They're not going to wait that long. So a good way to tell whether or not somebody's in your corner is how often they keep in contact with you while you're going through what you're going through, no matter what your goal is. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be financial. It could be educational. It could be a health situation you're going through. It could be emotional. It could be some kind of therapy or something that you're going through where you need that support. So you could tell the difference because the ones who are there are going to be in constant contact with you at least once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, but it's constant. And it's not just, hey, how you doing for 5 minutes? They're asking questions. They're concerned. They're there. If you're able to call them on the phone, you're able to reach them. And, they don't take long getting back in contact with you. You share time. You share information. They're interested in your project. They want to know about your progress. If you are putting out project, but you haven't made any money off of it yet, they're still supporting it. They're willing to discuss it. They're there along the whole way regardless of whether they think you're going to succeed at it at a high level or not. It doesn't matter. The fact that you're endeavoring on this, they're offering you that support because they're showing their loyalty and their commitment to you. Those are the type of people you need to have. But these other people, these once or twice a month people that check in and only talk to you for a few minutes and throw all these things about how we need to get together and do all that, and it never happens, and all of a sudden you get what you want and they pop up, you better stay away from them people. I'm telling you right now, stay away from them. I don't care if they are family. I'm just saying this as a warning, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that you protect what you have and keep what you have. And if you let the wrong people around you, regardless of where they come from, you can lose it. And that might have been the only chance that you've had in this lifetime to be the best you could be. And with that being said, I bid you peace and love.